Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick follow-up video to my last video where I talked about the minor update patch notes as well as a fix for the Blood Knight class, which was mentioned at the end of the Chinese patch notes. So today I have this footage here from one of my clanmates, Näätä, and he's obviously on the Blood Knight class, so he could test this very well. So we've got the first clip here, which is in Battlegrounds, and as you can see, he's running the Shroud of Night as well as the Shadow's Edge with the Hanging Chalice. So let's just see here on the first phase how quickly this boss goes down. So as you can see, it went down in an instant. So this footage is all recorded from yesterday evening. So we've got the Battlegrounds footage here, and then we've got Shadow War footage here. So as you can see, the interaction is with the Macabre Facade chest and the Hanging Chalice offhand. This is what was mentioned in the Chinese patch notes. Unfortunately, this still hasn't been mentioned in the English patch notes, and the bug fixes list hasn't been updated. So maybe this hasn't come to the English client yet. I'm not sure because I don't have access to the Chinese client, so I don't know if it's been fixed there. But as you can see here, just take a look. He's waiting for his Shroud of Night cooldown. So most of the damage is coming from the summons, basically from Shroud of Night. As you can see, he's just summoned them. And instantly, this first tower goes down in the Shadow War. So I assume that basically for Vigil of Blades as well, this will be the same. So here again, we can see he's going to summon his Shroud of Night summons, and instantly this tower goes down. Let's see for the heart here. He's also going to wait for that. But as you can see, it does not seem like this has been fixed, at least for the English client. You can see that the heart here went down in 2 seconds or something like that, which is just insane. So obviously, in my opinion, this needs to be fixed because basically Shadow Wars and Vigil of Blades are just going to become a joke and they'll be over in a couple of seconds. And obviously this is not intended. A lot of players have been saying they don't want to see more nerfs to Blood Knight because Blood Knight right now is in a weak spot. And while I do agree that Blood Knight does definitely need some love, I don't think that this is the way to do it because basically the fight is going to be over before anyone gets a single kill, which is just insane in my opinion. So Blizzard does definitely need to fix this as soon as possible. It's not all doom and gloom though. As I mentioned in my last video, we did get the Horadric altar placed outside of Ereban and Abyssal Verge, and instead of it being placed somewhere around here, which is what I initially thought, it's actually been tucked away in this corner here, but that's absolutely fine. So once you have 10 of your monster essence, you will be able to click the Horadric altar here and actually turn in your bestiary, which is really good. And now you don't have to teleport all the way up here in West March just to turn in your monster essence. So this is going to make running these two modes a lot faster, and you'll be able to get a lot more rewards per hour running these. Before I end the video, I want to test another new feature that they added to the game, which is Spectral Allies in dungeons for Inferno dungeons. So you can see right now I'm playing on Inferno 6, and you can see now that I can summon Spectral Allies here using the Quick Summon button. And unfortunately this isn't available for challenge dungeons, so personally I won't be using this feature too much myself, but a lot of players have been telling me that these Spectral Allies are actually pretty strong, and they are actually very impactful in the dungeon. So I just wanted to test this out for myself and see just how good it is. So what I'm actually going to do is unequip all of my gear, just so I don't do any damage. I'll unequip just the legendary items for now. So obviously I'm going to be way under the combat rating now. I think if we look at my combat rating, I've only got 25k, which is like 20k lower than Inferno 6. And then let's press this quick summon here and see. So when I press the quick summon, it gives me 3 random Spectral Allies. As you can see, this is how the feature works. But if I actually click on one of these Spectral Allies here, it's going to go to this menu here, and I'll actually be able to adjust the team composition to my liking. So what I could actually do is take out the Barbarian here and the Monk, and technically I can put in like whatever I like here. So it can be like 2 Necromancers or whatever I like. And what I found is that the Wizard is actually pretty good. Maybe it's just since I like the Wizard class a lot, but I do find that the Wizard does do a lot of damage here. So I'm actually going to run with 3 of the Wizards here, and let's just see how good and how much damage they can do. And obviously I'm going to be doing no damage because my combat rating is so low. So let's just jump right in. So standard Inferno 6 dungeon, Namari, and let's see how quick this is going to go here. So there we go, skip the cutscene. So what I found is that you actually have to move a bit ahead so that they actually do follow you and do the damage. So I'll just try to move them here, and let's see. So you can see that they're actually melting through this. It seems like this build that they're using is like with the Shock Aura and Lightning Nova. So the downside with the Spectral Allies is that they cannot resurrect you, so you have to be careful with your resurrects if you have limited resurrects. So what I'm going to do here is actually revive checkpoint so I can save my resurrects here. But I'll try to keep my distance from the mobs because obviously they will one-shot me, but this is a bit tough because the Spectral Allies won't go ahead of you a lot of the time. Like, you have to stay within range, otherwise they won't move. But you can see that they are doing quite a lot of damage here. So here we go, I've just gotten to the boss room of Namari, and let's just see if they can actually do the work for me here, killing these bosses. Let's just see, because I guess I'm going to be dead most of the time here. I'll try to stay a bit in the corner here so I don't die, but if I do die, I'll just stay dead, and hopefully they can actually finish the boss for me here. So you can see they are actually taking this boss down relatively quick, I want to say. They are doing pretty good damage. I haven't done any damage, as you can see from the damage logs, and it's just the Spectral Allies purely carrying me through the dungeon. So if you're a new player or somebody who's struggling to find a party and you have low combat rating, then this could be a really good option. Just be aware that you might die a few times, so you will have to like reset checkpoint, which might not be ideal for dungeons that require a lot of like walking through the dungeon. But for Namari, where the boss room is really close to the entrance, like in this case, I think that this dungeon would be a really good one to actually do with the Spectral Allies if you're under geared. So I really like this Lightning Nova effect. It does seem like it is doing quite a lot of damage. Oh, okay, I got bonked on the head there. So we'll just stay dead here and see if they can actually finish Sargoth for me, because I do have one resurrected corpse, and I'll try to use that after Sargoth is dead. I'm not actually sure if they will attack Sargoth, so this will be interesting to see if they will finish this off for me while I'm dead. So here we go, Sargoth is spawning, and it seems like, yep, they are attacking him here. So let's just see how quickly they take him down. It seems like, yeah, they're taking him down pretty quick there. Can't really see the health, but I do think they are taking him down. And the good thing about these allies here, it doesn't seem like they can die. They heal up pretty quick. Like, they do take some kind of damage, but then they heal up pretty quick again. So here we go. Sargoth is getting melted by these three wizards here. And almost dead, I think. Let's see. Yep, there we go. Sargoth dead, so I can revive a corpse here and grab my loot. And you can, as you can see from my damage logs, I've done 0 damage this whole dungeon, and I still got the loot. Unfortunately, I didn't get a green, but as you can see, it is viable to actually just run with the Spectral Allies and kind of rely on them completely. That's about all that I wanted to share for this one, guys. I thought that this would be a pretty fun experiment to run, and obviously I do hope that Blizzard fixes the Blood Knight bug or exploit, whatever you want to call it, as soon as possible, because players can abuse this, and they can even abuse this without really realizing, because those essence like Hanging Chalice and the Chest Essence are pretty common essence to use for the Blood Knight, so hopefully that does get fixed. For now, I'm going to be signing off, and I'm going to catch you all in the next video. Peace.